Sinners is a horror thriller set in 1932 during the Prohibition, where two brothers, after serving in World War II, set out to open up a club. We have an onslaught of amazing actors, with Micheal B. Jordan playing twin brothers Stack and Smoke. With Ryan Coogler directing, with his previous work being Black Panther and Creed, we have a strong team behind this movie. With this film taking place in 1932 Mississippi, it really does a great job of showing accurately what was going on during that time period. And the environment around it, I felt like we stepped into a time machine and stepped right out into that time period. We have a somewhat unknown actor named Miles Canton playing Sammy, and he's really the main protagonist of the film. I mean, Micheal B. Jordan and the two parts he plays are heavily in this film, but they revolve around Sammy's story. Which I have to say, Michael Canton does a great job of matching the star power he is on screen with. I mean, I really hope this movie takes off and does well, and he gets more roles because of it. Overall, if you like this time period and this genre, you're not going to be disappointed by what this movie does. The time period, the genre, the music all come together to make such an enthralling film, which could have just been a drama if it wanted to be. But the director had a vision, and having these horror elements within it certainly add to it. And I have to say, having these horror elements in it make it such an experience that has to be seen on the big screen. Honestly, if you like these types of films or know someone, I would take them to this movie. It is a bit of a slow burn toward the beginning. They have to do a lot of character development, which pays off the further you go on to the film, and really sets the ground rules for what you're about to experience. But then once the horror elements come in, it takes off. And I don't know what they've done with this technology since we've seen it in Parent Trap or many other movies where it's one actor playing twins, but it was hard to believe that there wasn't two Micheal B. Jordans on screen the entire time. They've dialed in this technology, and I think it's opened up the door of possibilities of what's going to be able to happen in future films. My only complaint was there were a couple of times where it was extremely hard to hear certain dialogue, and I don't know if it was because of the sound mixing or maybe just the theater I was in, but some key dialogue that I was trying to hear and trying to understand, but I just felt like the speakers were maybe a little bit overdriven with the bass of the car or whatever, but that's the one complaint. I'm gonna have to see it in theaters again to see if it was just the auditorium I was in or if it's the sound mixing in the movie. The overall objective of this film and the narrative was really enticing, and the way they dipped into the lore and the culture of the people of Mississippi was amazing, and it really gets you invested in these characters and in the story. And it all comes together to have the last 20 minutes of this film just be so enticing and have you on the edge of your seat to where you're like, dude, this is crazy. Like just back-to-back action, back-to-back intense moments. They don't give any character in this movie plot armor, and you're going to be questioning the entire time if your favorite protagonist is going to make it to the end. Just make sure to stay for the mid-credits scene. It really picks up right when the credits start, but it's a cool homage, and I don't want anyone missing out on, again, one of these key features in this movie. So stick around for those credits. And guys, I do plan on making a rating system of my own. But as of now, we're going to stick to the 1 to 10, right? And for Sinners, I'm going to have to give this a 9.8. Just such a great addition to the genre and a killer team that worked on this film and honestly had a lot of heart in this film with what they put into it. And I will gladly see this again in theaters. But what did you guys think? If you saw it, leave a comment below and let me know. I'm really excited to see what Ryan Coogler does. And again, big fan of Micheal B. Jordan. I can watch him play anything. But if you guys enjoyed the review, make sure to like and subscribe because I have more reviews on the way. I have a review of Daredevil Born Again Season 1 and The Accountant 2 releasing here soon. So make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on those uploads. But that is my review of Sinners, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ben James, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!